Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have a very exciting video. I have a perfume first impressions slash review, and this is on a new release from Replica. So today we are going to be talking about their latest release, and this is called Afternoon Delight. So I'm very excited to share my thoughts with you guys. I'm going to let you know if this fragrance is something that is for me, if it's not for me, what I think about it, who it is for. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts about this fragrance, just keep on watching. Falling in love with who I am. Guys, so for today's video, I'm super duper excited. I have had this fragrance I think over a week now. I haven't even shown it on my Instagram. I need to catch up, but I wanted to do a first impressions video because I already wore it to bed. I did an overnight test. I wore it during the day. I've been testing it out and I have my thoughts gathered on this one. Of course, I always mention that this is just my first impression. Perfumes do change. Our nose, for some reason, tends to pick up notes one way, and then you can smell a fragrance a week or two later and it can smell different. So this is what I'm picking up right now, that it is fresh, new. We're going to see how it's going to develop over the fall season, which is when I am planning to enjoy it the most. I am very, very happy and excited to let you guys know that Replica reached out and they sent this fragrance over as PR, which I couldn't believe it. I was in shock and I was very, very excited to try it out and share my thoughts. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this fragrance. This fragrance is called Afternoon Delight. It is the newest Replica fragrance and it is available exclusively at Sephora. It is supposed to be a warm and sweet scent. Afternoon Delight is a tribute to those moments of joy and self-indulgence, capturing the essence of savoring a warm and sweet pastry in a Parisian cafe. Vanilla, Madeleine Accord, and sandalwood give this fragrance cozy warmth with a soft, comforting finish. I was very, very excited when I heard about this fragrance. So it's looking like vanilla is getting its moment to shine, and I am a vanilla girl, so I'm here for it. And I'm going to let you guys know I took so many notes on this fragrance because I got like a very detailed thoughts about this fragrance. But before I begin, I wanted to let you know, like I always tell you guys, just because I receive a fragrance in PR does not mean that I'm going to sit here and rave about it. I do want to say they contacted me through email. I really liked the energy that they gave. You know, they asked me if I wanted to try out the fragrance. They didn't ask for a video in exchange. They didn't even ask for a post, nothing. They told me I was not obligated to post, and they specifically encouraged me to share my thoughts. Didn't matter what my thoughts were, and I respect that so much. So I just wanted to take a moment to say that, because those are the brands, those are the companies that I love to just accept products from, because you're letting me test it out, you're letting me do my thing. My job on YouTube is to review fragrances. It's not to sit here and turn it into a commercial. That's just not me. Here is the bottle. Let's get right into the fragrance. So what I found a little curious about it is that it's a very clear liquid in here, and since this is a vanilla fragrance, I want to see if over time this is going to get darker. So I'm very, very excited to see how this is going to change. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read the main accords and the notes on Fragrantica. So the main accords are vanilla, sweet, powdery, woody, musky, and lactonic. When I first checked the notes, there was chocolate chip cookie as one of the notes. I think it was chocolate chip cookie or just cookie, but they have since changed it. So now it says whipped cream, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, and Madeleine. And I'm not really too familiar with Madeleine. Is that how you say it? I'm not really sure what that is, or maybe I do, but maybe I call it something different. I'm not too sure, but I know that some of you guys are gonna let me know. So let me know in the comments exactly what it is. When I first got this fragrance and I sprayed it, the first thing that came to my mind was Dulce by Rosie Jane, which I have right here, and I have raved about it for a very long time. I think ever since it was released, I tried it out. I got a few recommendations from subscribers, and once I tried it out, this gets better and better over time. So, and it has gotten darker too. This one started off clear as well, and as you can see, it has gotten darker, and this smelled so similar to Dulce when I first got it. So I realized that these are very similar, same type of scent, which is very, very gourmand. It kind of makes me think almost of like a custard type of scent. It's thick, it's sweet. So that is like the first impression that you're gonna get from this, is the sweetness. If you do not like sweet, thick, gourmand scents, you're not going to like this. It's not so obviously gourmand because I don't like when things smell too much like food, but it's gourmand. So it's for the gourmand lovers for sure. So I want to read some of the notes that I wrote so that I don't forget anything. So here's what I wrote. This perfume opens up as a thick, creamy vanilla, almost custardy scent. Very sweet and delicious. So my first impression, I loved it. It also reminded me of Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Milk was the name, I think was the name, and I had a pretty bad experience with that perfume. So when I first sprayed it, I was like, oh no, I think this is going to smell just like that fragrance, because they do have very similar like openings, but this, it's getting better and better every time that I try this. Oh, I love this so much, you guys. So instead of like that weird rubber burnt, Vanilla Milk just gave me a lot of weird scents. Like I just couldn't really make up what I was smelling. It just smelled very weird to me, almost like if something was going bad. It just never worked for me. Now Dulce was the one that I preferred because it kind of reminds me of Vanilla Milk, but it has a more woody touch in it, so it adds a little bit of sexiness. It just didn't have that weird, like, I don't know why I say that, but like when you're making like flan, like that type of smell that you're getting from the eggs, which it's not bad, it's just I don't want to smell like that. So I never enjoyed Vanilla Milk. But very, very quickly after I sprayed it, I started to get like this powdery, woody background right behind those very gourmand, vanilla, creamy. You definitely get like the whipped cream in there for sure. So that really, really helps to kind of smooth and soften the fragrance. It doesn't make it too thick, too cloying. I know for some people this is going to be too sweet. I know that right off the bat. I have not watched reviews on YouTube, which I do want to watch, but I always do read a few of them on Fragrantica, and I did see kind of like mixed reviews. Some people were really loving it and some people were really, really just not enjoying it. I really love it. So yeah, the notes to this perfume are a gourmand lover's dream. It's just delicious. I feel like this is going to be perfect going into fall. This is definitely going to be in my September perfume tray, so you're gonna hear me talk about it more. We're gonna get into detail about it. You know how I am. I like to go deep. I like to like really study the fragrances. Like I want to see what I think about it first, what I'm thinking about it maybe a month later, how it's wearing, how it's developing. I just have a passion for that. So we're gonna do that next month, so stick around for that. So now I wrote whether I picked up on certain notes. So the whipped cream, yes, it makes the scent almost fluffy but creamy in texture. The chocolate chip cookie, I don't know if I would go as far as saying that I smell cookies in here, but I can say that I get a powdery smell, which maybe you can kind of associate with the cookie, but now they took off that cookie note on Fragrantica, so I wouldn't say that when you spray this you're gonna say, ooh, this smells like chocolate chip cookies. I didn't get that from it. I got more vanilla dessert, fluffy, creamy, smooth. It's not like freshly baked cookies or anything like that. I don't get that with this. The vanilla, I absolutely get that, and it's the type of vanilla that's like a dessert. It's not the vanilla extract. It's not the more like sexy deep vanillas. It's not that. It's literally a dessert vanilla. The sandalwood, yes, I get it, but it's done perfectly, because sandalwood is a note that can really make me sick. It could make me just feel sick to my stomach, and I'm not getting that with this one. It's done to perfection. It just adds like this soft woodiness that makes the scent feel a little bit more grown up, and it doesn't make it feel so like juvenile or like childlike. So I really like the way that they put that woodiness in there. It definitely needed that. And the musk, yes, I do also get musk, and it's a very soft musk. It's not sharp. It doesn't cause me to get headaches or anything. I don't know if you guys can see, but I put like the perfumes that it's being compared to and whether I agree with it or not. So it's being compared to Vanilla Milk. I put an X because even though yes, it is very similar to Vanilla Milk, I don't think that they're the same, because I didn't like Vanilla Milk, but I'm really liking this one. If Vanilla Milk was horrible for you and you're scared, I would say to go into a Sephora and test it out on your skin to see how it mixes with your skin and to see if you're picking up very cloying notes like that or if it works for you. For me, it just smells really sweet, but then that woodiness is what gets me. It's really nice. Vanilla Sex from Tom Ford, I've never tried, so I don't know if it smells like that one. If any of you guys have tried it and you have smelled this fragrance, you could let us know if they are similar to each other. Also, Fresh Cream from Philosophy, I've never tried that one either. The only one I've tried is Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. And then Bianco Latte, I actually put a little hand that's like little bit, it does remind me of Bianco Latte, but I would say that this would be kind of like the younger sister to Bianco Latte. So Bianco Latte to me is dessert. It's gourmand, but it has spices to it. It has like this spiciness. There's a little bit more going on. This would be like the little sister. So the same exact vibe, the same vanilla, the same gourmand, but they took away that spice. So if you didn't enjoy the spice from Bianco Latte, then you would really like this one. I also wrote that this fragrance is mostly dominated by the lactonic, milky aspect for the first few minutes of it. So if that's something that you hate in a fragrance, you might not enjoy it. It quickly starts to even out with the musk and the woodiness, so the super thick milky feel does calm down. If you like Bianco Latte, I think you would enjoy this one too. It shares the same feel but with less spice and much more sweetness. This is a fluffy, creamy, sweet dessert, lactonic, and that bit of woodiness and musk make it even better. So I also wrote that I'm probably going to enjoy this even more once fall season comes around, and I'm also very excited to see how this fragrance is going to end up smelling, because honestly it's already smelling a little different from the first time that I sprayed it. The first time I sprayed it, it did lean more towards the vanilla milk type of scent from Ellis Brooklyn, but the more that I'm spraying it, that's kind of going away because the woodiness is almost there as soon as I spray it now. So it smells so good. Let's talk about performance. So the performance for this fragrance, I'm going to say that this is more of a skin scent. This is not going to be a beast mode scent, at least on me. I need to wear it during fall time, wear it out. I did do the test overnight, so this is not like my final review, but so far I'm kind of noticing that it's a skin scent. It's a little closer to the skin. It almost smells like if you got out of the shower and you put like a super moisturizing body milk that has this very gourmand scent to it. It just smells very close to the skin, comforting, perfect for bedtime, perfect for lounging around during fall time, perfect for like a movie night. So the overnight test, it didn't really last. On my skin, it did not make it the entire night. On my PJs, it did kind of cling on to my PJs, but it wasn't like this like super crazy staying power. But I feel like this is perfect. This to me is a scent that I'm going to pick up when I just want to cuddle. I want to be cozy. Maybe you're having a movie night with your partner. You want to smell good. You don't want to smell like sharp and cloying and like too much, because like I always say, there's a time and a place for everything. I am not trying to wear something beast mode to like lounge around or to feel comfy and cozy. Maybe you want to read a book, you want to sit on your couch and watch a movie. This is the type of scent that I would reach for that. So fall time for me, this is like perfect for that. The seasons that I would wear this in is, for me, strictly fall and winter. I do not picture wearing this during spring or summer. It's just too gourmand for my liking to wear it in hot weather. The last thing that I wrote is that I would love this for cuddling, cozy, movie night, even going to the movies as like a date, but you want to be a little bit more casual and not dressed up or anything. It's perfect for that. Lounging around on a crisp fall day, going to a coffee shop for some coffee and a pastry. Like, this is what I think about with this fragrance. So overall right now, my rating for Afternoon Delight would be like a 8.5 out of 10. I was even thinking, I don't think I'm gonna do it though, but I was about to maybe sell my Dulce so that I can replace it with this, since I'm trying to not have so many perfumes. But I just love the way that this just keeps getting better and better. You cannot judge this perfume when it's new. This fragrance, it just gets woodier and sexier. So I don't know, I'm just gonna keep this one. But they're very similar. If you have Dulce, I don't know if you need to have both of these. But yeah, they're similar. Just wanted to kind of point that out. But this is a beautiful fragrance, and it's very different for Replica, because Replica for me can be a hit or a miss. I've had a lot of misses, but I also love Coffee Break. That's another very relaxing, aromatic, beautiful perfume from Replica, and they have very nice fragrances. There are some that don't work for me just because of the jasmine note or it being a little too masculine for me, but they do have very beautiful, unique fragrances. So thank you so much to Replica for sending this over to me and letting me experience experience it. I appreciate it so much. With that said, that's going to be my first impressions on this fragrance. Stay tuned. I'm going to be giving updates. I'm going to be wearing it next month, but I definitely think that it's one that is worth checking out. So if you are at a Sephora and they have a tester, spray it on and see how you feel. But it's literally like an afternoon delight. It's like a little dessert, a treat. It's sweet, it's creamy, and really nicely done. So with that said, that's going to be it from me today. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you tried it, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. I love to hear your thoughts. With that said, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.
I don't have time for anything that's gonna harm me. It may be hard to understand. Words have the power to empower or destroy me now. I'm looking in the inside now, claiming what I love.